we have been doing here is the Bodhisattva path. And I think in this context, it's so appropriate to go over or get into this teaching of so-called Lojong. I'm sure many of you have studied. This is called the mind transformation, or sometimes called the thought transformation, or mind training. There are many ways to translate. How many of you are familiar with this teaching? Yeah, in a sense, looks like not esoteric. It's obvious, like a dark kind of thing. But if we try to put into practice, push your buttons, then you realize there are so many buttons you have. So then this is a very concise way. Essence of the practice is this one. In lifetime, right now, and also at the time of death. Two ways to talk about that, because I feel this is a really good reminder and study for me too. Even I'm inspired by this kind of teaching for a long time, but I'm still working on it. So it's good for me too. All right. So in the Lojong text, there are many specific texts which talks about this specific teaching, mind transformation, transforming the adversity onto the path. That's one way to say it. Then one is that this mind training text. It said, in brief, the essence of the guideline instruction is applying the 5 forces. These 5 forces or 5 strengths. So we're going to go into one by one. 5 strengths, 5 forces in lifetime, and also at the time of death, how we die. This so practice. See, right now we have this opportunity. We have to practice right now. This is a time, especially this is it. If we miss this one, we don't know when death comes. Then this teaching was not really applied to our mind stream. Then in a sense that we're wasting our human precious life. So really need to put into our practice. Okay, let's go one by one. I'm gonna list up maybe 5 first. Motivation or intention. This is the foundation. And then the second one is translated white sheet, basically virtuous, auspicious seed we need to plant. Then the third one is the distraction. That's one way to translate, kind of eliminating all at once, very strong distraction. So we're going to talk about what we need to destroy. Yeah. Then fourth one is aspiration and prayers. That's so important. And also what that means, what we pray. Then the fifth one is the familiarization or habituation. See, we have a habit, right? So we are creating new kind of habit. So that's the place push lots of buttons. Anyway, so those things we're gonna do one by one. In terms of order, there are many ways to place the order, but this is the order I studied. So I just gonna share it with you. In terms of lifetime transformation, 5 forces is first motivation and the intention. I'm sure you've been practicing that as soon as you get up and you set the kind of motivation, no? But the bottom line is, I think we need to come back to real basic, which may not really basic, very advanced for many of us. What do you think? What is the bottom line in terms of intention or the foundation of this lifetime practice? Talking about the practice and the life journey and the spiritual journey. Same as a Dharma practitioner, spiritual practitioner. We should really, this is the emphasis of the Kadampa, which since I was a kid, I was so inspired by those Kadampa geshes. But anyway, so we are talking about this intention. Bottom line is not harming any. At least, if I cannot help bring the medicine to one person this moment, then not harming in body, speech, and mind, not only physical. So that's the bottom line. So as soon as we get up, 3 things maybe you might have in my practice before, but as soon as I get up, may I not harm today, nobody, body, speech, and mind. May I have a kind of heart. At least I think about it, although not always successful. then may I be able to benefit. That's the bodhicitta, right? May I be able to benefit as much as I can. Right now, even I'm in a small room, kind of stuck in here, but then we can practice lots of things. We can practice. It's not just physically go out and so holy, and I respect those physically helping. But at this time, some of us are not able to do it, but we are able to do it through this intention. So that one. Second one is benefit others as much as possible, and speak kindly, and roommate, good heart, approach, and whatever we do, we offer to the enlightened being and also sentient beings. I drinking this tea. May this help to eliminate the thirst of the all sentient beings wherever they are. So anyway, intentions are so important. Then, of course, have a determination to increase bodhicitta. Then third one is a moment-to-moment practice, which I was just sharing this way. So really, we need to nourish this bodhicitta, which I was really very strong feeling of. I think all about bodhicitta, no. I think really we should not lose, never ever lose bodhicitta. So we nurture the bodhicitta more and more. Even actually more, I feel like this is the time to nurture fuel, put the fuel to bodhicitta, then stabilize the bodhicitta, then put in the mind stream. So it's not gonna just disappear. During the day, no matter how we are, or how they are, or how the world is going, that's important. And also we can practice anywhere, no? Bodhicitta. We can practice in the bathroom. Yeah, because real Dharma practice is to change our mind. That's how I view, and also that's how Buddha taught, and that's how I believe, and how my teacher taught me. It's not about sitting on the cushion and the holy place, put the incense and ring a bell and this. I mean, that's one part of it. But if a motivation is not there in our tradition, does not consider to be that so powerful, we need to really integrate. Our mind have to become a Dharma, and the Dharma have to become our mind. So those two things, integration. And also, as soon as mental affliction arises, we need to catch it. You guys started to have a little more skillful in terms of catch your delusion. I'm still working on it, but then if something comes, frustration, I can see it, like a wave, another wave. Oh, it's coming. Or that. In terms of strong affliction, as a practitioner, we need to catch it. And preferably, we need to see the true nature of it, energy, and underneath of energy, what's there. Strong sensation, right? Like, for example, anger or desires, strong sensation. Then see if we can use that one, rest in that. How does that feel like in my body, and so forth. And then use body, speech, and mind to increase bodhicitta, act out bodhicitta. Then Dharma becomes a priority in life. If we practice this way, there is no questions or doubt about the Dharma. Okay, I'm going to switch to the different Dharma, or, some people do that. Oh, this is not my kind of Dharma. No, Dharma is Dharma, same. All about transforming your mind. Anyway, so that's the first one. Then evening, that morning when you wake up, and also during the day, you practice intention and motivation for the bodhicitta. Then in the evening, we review how we did. Do you review your day? I'm sure you have some good habit. I'm not so good at that, but when I was young, I tried. Because one geshe means the Geweshenen, spiritual friend, not the geshe who graduated a certain kind of education. Originally, Kadampa, Atisha and Kadampa, those are the spiritual friends called geshe. The one of the geshe used the black and white stones. Have you ever heard that story? Then the evening before he went to bed, he just counts body, speech, and mind. So if it's virtue, then white stone. If it was the negative action, then black stone. Then how much the black and white, then check. So, my father did the Japanese chest called ego, used the black and white stone. So I used to steal his room. He has lots of this. He used the black and white. Of course, most of them are the black. But at least mindful remind me of, oh, okay, today I did black, but just one white one. Good job. And like that, reviewing is very important. Then determination. Okay, I never give up bodhicitta. This is the most important thing in my life, no matter what, how difficult it is. So like this, how difficult it is, I'm not going to lose this. So that sort of determination, this is the lifeline, my survival kit. So that's the first one, intention, motivation.